Well, Steve-O, welcome to WGNO News Now. I'm sitting here across from you on the Zoom call, and I'm sitting here thinking, how do I describe you? I mean, yeah, actor, stuntman, entertainer, comedian, author, podcaster. How do I introduce you? And more importantly, how do you describe yourself?
I call myself an attention whore because that sums it all up. It's what drives me in everything that I do.
You're on your way to New Orleans. I believe you're leaving today, and you're going to be in New Orleans for Friday night. The Joy Theater.
Yeah.
The show time's 7 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. Talk to me a little bit about what audiences and your fans can expect out of this performance and how perhaps it differs from, say, your 2001 show, Don't Try This at Home.
Okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, the doors open at 6 p.m. It's a good idea to get there like right when the doors open because I made a pre-show video that is super juicy. Like the whole point of my tour is to really celebrate and enjoy the freedom of not having any like rules whatsoever in the content that I'm able to share. And for all the videos that I'm able to put on YouTube and everything, there's so many rules. And what we have in this show is totally uncensored from start to finish. And the stunts that I did for my bucket list, for anyone who doesn't know, it's the bucket list show. And what the bucket list are the ideas I had for stunts, which just weren't supposed to happen, weren't allowed to happen for all kinds of reasons. Like, some of it's just flagrantly illegal, frankly. I never would have been allowed to have a medical professional in disguise put an IV in my arm and administer general anesthesia drugs while I was riding a bicycle through a field. Jackass would never have signed off on that.
Talk to me if you can, or share some of your favorite G-rated memories of being in the Big Easy.
I used to have a TV show called Wild Boys, which was sort of a comedy nature show. And we filmed quite a bit in Louisiana for that. Then when we filmed the second Jackass movie, which was called Jackass Number 2, we did all kinds of filming in Louisiana, stayed in New Orleans for a good chunk of that movie. And we filmed that second Jackass movie in 2006. Of course, Hurricane Katrina was 2005. And so, we saw firsthand, like, just how devastating that hurricane was. And there was something that felt really, it felt really good to be there and kind of supporting the economy and I just felt very close to New Orleans ever since. Also, when I filmed the fish hook through my face and we tried to feed me to sharks, that was in the Gulf of Mexico. Years later, I asked the Jackass director, Jeff Tremaine, like, hey, if that mako shark actually did bite my foot, like, what was the plan? We were like 2 hours out into the ocean, away from the coast. And even if we got me back to the coast in time, like, it was the coast of like Hurricane Katrina devastated Louisiana. Like, the hospital wasn't even really functional, I don't think. Like, and Judge Tremaine said, we didn't have a plan. We had God. We had God.
Well, that's definitely better than nothing at all. And of course, you're talking about Katrina and being there for Wild Boys and filming, 15 years ago. And of course, here we are just months after Hurricane Ida.
Right. I know, man. It's crazy. And I'm wearing my Dustin Poirier shirt. He's got the Good Fight Foundation. And I was speaking with Dustin recently and I said, hey, I'm coming to New Orleans and I'd love to meet up with, with you guys and do something to raise money for the Good Fight Foundation. And what we arrived at, and bless them for being such great people, they said, we just want you to donate to a food bank. So I donated $5,000. The Good Fight Foundation matched it, and so for what it's worth, we're feeding some people in Louisiana, and that feels good too.
Thanks for stopping by, Steve. I really appreciate it. Tell us where we can see you, how we can find you, where you're going to be next, what's coming up.
Man, I appreciate it so much. Tomorrow night, presuming that this is coming out today, man, thank you so much. I'm at the Joy Theater in Louisiana Friday night, and there's still some tickets left, so hurry up. And when you get the tickets, show up closer to when the doors open, because I've got a very juicy and uncensored pre-show video that I can't wait for people to see. And other than that, I've got, my social media handles are all at Steve-O. My website's steve-o.com. And yeah, life's really good, man. I've been making some gains. It's, there's a lot of fun stuff going on, and I can't wait to start this tour in New Orleans, man.